It's raining outside, as I'm aware. But don't be afraid, because you know, if you do get scared, I will hold you, and that might be a more scary notion. What will I hold you for? The thunder and the lightning that I can hear coming the way. And like, don't worry too much, because I don't actually think lightning can go down the tubes. It's fine. So we might actually get to the end today, which is really exciting. It might be like a mini marathon, but you know, my Alm has run a marathon at age 55, and if genetics works the way I think it does, I think we're cool. The A's and the T's are in the right place, and the G's and the C's are my running shoes. Does it make sense? No, but neither do the rules of genetics. Except they totally do. So we've got to take out the windfish.
Another talkative type. I don't think I've got time to entertain your blather. I'd much rather hear it straight from your boss.
Actually, for seafaring animals, their flight is called their blubber, not blabber. Your blubber is what you store your urine in. Oh yeah, and do excuse all the horrible... what's the word? When loads of liquid goes down someone's throat and it just sounds gross. Like reverse gargling. That's what most people call it. I'm just like really thirsty. What do they expect the new era of creation to really look like? No one's going to build like gyms and spas for anyone this size. It's not going to be a comfortable world for anyone. We're all going to be wiped out. They're not going to have a place to stay. Like this guy's living in the sea. Unless he's happy with that. Oh no, I forgot about this shit. We're good. Don't make me point break you. Silly baby mouth, pursing lips. And the quarterback is toast. Steady on. You can't use all your good sayings this early. You gotta wait until you know the main boss has gone. Oh, or we gone. Oh, we're fine. You gotta pace yourself. It's like the hallmark of any good Arnie film. You know it's a good kill when he uses all the good sayings. Oh, let's go this way. What is up, Javito? Sorry, Javi. My man, on toast. I'm very envious of your living situation in, you know, sunny Europe. We're living in horrible, rainy Europe. I was saying, I think we're kind of at the end. You're on vacation at the beach. I'm waiting out a storm in Guildford, just south of London. You're so lucky. You should. Why are you on Twitch watching an absolute nobody when you could be like on the beach making 20%? I can't stop making the really obscure Die Hard references, but Die Hard is a great film, so. I'm kind of at the beach. Look, I'm in the middle of the ocean. That's like the sister of beach. Oh, I hate this. X. Left. Counter. What? He boom swackled me. It's not a real word, but we're working towards getting it ratified. I really like, it's different with... Right. Oh. I know it's a controversial opinion. I don't think it is actually. I think a lot of people like this. But yeah, I'm sure it's very different with beaches in Portugal, Spain, Greece, etc. But I'm not a massive fan of the beach because it's so much fuss. We did it. There's so much, like, sand is such an annoying thing. I thought it was just a little island, but it's a big spider fiery hairman. Okay. Yeah, I'm sure a lot of people, I think nowadays, are more tolerant of my horrible opinion, and they have horrible opinions of their own, so don't even worry about it. Stop surfs upping me. Yeah, so there's the sand. There's the fact that some beaches have got kind of needles and things. We should be attacking his face. The hypodermic needles, etc. Oh. Then you've got this joker. What is there to moan about? Just let it be. The beach never did anything to you. Some people were born at the beach, that's pretty cool. I mean, it puts their parents' lovemaking practices into question. But, of all different ways you can conceive a child, having it at the beach is not so bad at all. People in our generation are going to be doing way weirder things. Are we supposed to be attacking the face yet? I can't even tell. It feels like there's nothing left. Yeah, we were right. Okay. Now to not screw up the same thing I seem to have screwed up way too many times. But if you do this, you get to go to the not beach for 1 year. Something that was already under your control is now firmly in your grasp. Sun lotion, like, it's not too bad having to wear sun lotion, but the fact you have to wear it kind of makes you feel like it's a dangerous place to be in the first place. I mean, the desert is worse, definitely. Oh, the best bit. Get decent Escher surfing. You can't just call everything Escher, because airs will sue you. They won't see me. How are they going to get out of that house where the stairways go nowhere? Was he like a budding architect? What if he never knew how screwed up the things were that he made? The thing that we regard as like amazing abstractism. It's not a term that you can really use, but I'm using it. I'm actually trying to focus, because this could be one boss that we beat without dying. I'm gonna take on some health insurance to ensure that that's true. We're so strong! She must get a wicked vertigo. She's doing this at like a 90-degree angle to the vertigo. the Z direction. Giga Drill! Oh no. Quick, give him the jaws of life. Yep. You can do that.
I have no idea why you would want this stone. It would look absolutely terrible on you. Much too
That's not
flashy.
cool. That guy just got ripped apart by spiders. And now he's just a skull on top of a web in the middle of a vortex in the middle of the ocean. Imagine how costly such a holding a wake is going to cost. They're going to have to subvert the laws of reality to even do it. They should have a film or just a story. You don't need to go to the silver screen straight away.
Welcome aboard, Cheshire.
About a funeral director, a director who
I told you I'd
holds
be right
like
back.
funerals for people who die in really horrible ways. Well, not horrible ways, but strange ways.
You know,
So like this
flying,
guy,
I'm a bit occupied at the moment.
he has to hold like a wake party right next to it, which is crazy. Or it's like someone fell into a black hole. My preferred way of death.
Well, so much
You've
for
got to
the
stage
solo
it right on the
approach.
Schwarzschild
Might as well
radius.
have speakers
And yeah,
on
I know
this
what that
thing
is.
blaring Ride of the
It's
Fucking
like the
Valkyries.
distance away from the black hole where
Come now,
if you let a bit of
the
light go, it'll form a
VIPs.
perfect circle
You know,
around it.
nothing says
'Cause
you've
it's
made it in life like a
just
private
bent enough
helicopter.
to loop round on itself, which is like the coolest
Then
thing.
welcome
You can have like
aboard
a sphere
Air
of
Luca,
light
Flight
just rotating around a black
001.
hole.
This is your captain, Luca, speaking. Fasten your safety belts, as this may be a bumpy flight.
The scene! He set the scene. Expert helicopter pilots always fly in such a way to set the scene. You must be related to Escher. I'm just kind of stunned really that this marvellous man has dared to grace us with his gold replicant on a statue plinth. There's no one here. They finally learned. Oh, they're here. I kind of feel really bad. I feel like the marksman who sits on top of the clock tower and shoots people in the park. Because you think about it, this is probably their park. If you got wings, all you need to do to have fun is just fly around in circles. And that's all these guys were doing. This was their Rancho Relaxo. I want to go to the compass bit. Oh, I love it. The doll building. Wait. The doll building? Because we're a doll. Oh. Something's starting to make sense. I'm starting to think that the person who designed this map also designed the doll. And if that was true, I think I'm going to blow this case wide open.
You're really not going to like what comes next. I hope you know that.
Castration. Oh.
Air Cheshire has
Shouldn't
all
do that on
sorts of
ladies.
light entertainment and horrendous food.
Think about it. Those things that downed the jet aren't just going to let us land on their island. You think we can just say, "Hey, we're here"?
This is someone's
and bring
kink.
us a cake?
Having wet legs. This is definitely someone's
Things
kink.
look good from up here,
They scripted it in.
but the further down you go,
It's like the bit in Fight Club where
harder it
the
is to
guy,
not notice
Brad Pitt, splices in
reality.
a certain part of a man into a film. Oh.
Cheshire,
Kink Part 2.
look.
It's a trilogy!
I'm looking.
Oh, I'm looking. Remember your training.
Oh, fuck me.
It's fine, even though the helicopter was blown into a cloud of dust. Every human occupant
Welcome
survived.
to my fantasy zone.
Get ready. Just think about that. Just think about that helicopter's family. And he was a special snowflake. He identified sexually as a human being. He's like the inverse of that awful meme about people identifying as an Apache helicopter. Can we do other attacks? No. Oh, no, we can. Don't you scream. Neither the time nor the place. It's not really the time or the place for anyone to even exist. Like, this situation shouldn't be happening, so just live with it. It's like the people in the mystical, magical, imaginary world can't hear what I'm saying to them. It's just bad programming, honestly. She's just not a believable character. Going from screaming to saying I'm the best. An intruder has entered the fortress. Fortress. Okay, we can do this. Or we can at least imagine a timeline where this ends in success. It's wet. Always ends in wet snakes. It was wet snakes last time. It's wet snakes this time. All I want to do is be led inorganically to the path towards the place which is apparently the end of our journey, even though we were never told from the beginning of the game where we were heading exactly, nor what the plot in totality even was. Is that too much to ask? It's definitely too much to fit in one sentence without breath. I see you. Stalking. These shots look way too much like health orbs. Although, this kind of irks me. There's some games where green is like the colour of health things, and then there's some where it's red. No, but green's usually like stamina, right? I just can't keep up with the times, honestly. Game mechanics have been subverted way too many times. Also, I'm just plain old colourblind, so make exceptions for me, please. Okay. Oh! Okay. I found strange new ways to confuse and annoy people watching. Now I'm going to abuse it. It's so bad. Oh man. I haven't played an Ace Combat game in ages. I don't think I've ever played or owned, well, I don't think I've ever owned a proper copy. I've just played the demo versions from PlayStation Magazine, episodes 3, 5, 17, 52. Episodes? Issues. Issues. And then those numbers in a nicely formatted list. You can't hit what's rotating in a way that is non-discernible because it's a cylindrical object. Yeah, it's long-winded, I don't care. It's a good thing we saved our pink orbs. So good, so good, so good. Look, at least it isn't the motorbike bit again. The motorbike bit was a stretch. I still don't really understand how we get the magical, mystical pink orbs. Which says a lot, given I have, like, I own the game on maybe 3 separate consoles, and I've played each of them at least, well, this one only once, well, this one only 0 times, but it's in the decimals, and then those ones like twice each. He was trying to spit his gullet at me. That doesn't belong out here. Belongs at the gullet store. Go, go, gadget gullet. You guys are tanky, aren't you? How come I never see you in the gym? They're so strong. Oh. I don't know about you, but I'm pretty tired of the oh. No, I'm kidding. Now I've joined in, it's way more fun. That one I can do without. It's wet snakes here to kill you. Let's try kill you. Kill you. And then just in the background, in, you know, almost unobtainable levels of hearing, it's just kill you, kill you, kill you, kill you, kill, and then maybe then some kill, then maybe some kill, kill, eat your babies. But yeah, you can't actually even hear it, it's inaudible. You'd never notice there unless I pointed it out. Even then, on later recordings, you won't be able to hear it. Oh, I saw that. That wasn't very ladylike. That wasn't very lady snake-like. I've met a lady snake, and boy, can I tell you, you're not one. You don't even have the requisite number of scales. And how many scales does a lady snake have? Oh, always even. It's always even. It's like a millipede. Let me ask, if you were to build a city of a reasonable size like this, and there was someone coming at you, coming for the one, would you send all your wet snakes, your wet, deathly, non-ladylike death snakes, out at the enemy all at once? No, you just... They're Xing me. You'd reserve them. You keep them in reserve. defensive is always the way to play. Play like Evolution or what other like really defensive board games are there? Well, there's an example. And defensive, you just got way more time, and you get to see them coming. You always let them play the hand first. Or it ain't never gonna happen, little boys. Stop throwing your health orbs at me. Oh yeah, so that'll be 28.50 for the car wash you've been forced into 7 times in a row. No! Don't next me. Just don't wash me. Let's get nail bitey. I mean, maybe that's the problem. I'm biting my nails at the same time as trying to fight all these guys. Let's be a bit of a wuss and do some of that. That'll be enough, right? This is like some meta shit. Because this level isn't the one that's supposed to beat you. It's the one you try and do after this. After your brain's been permanently damaged after doing 10 million spins. The game's not trying to beat you right now, it's doing some prep work. You give it like 3 or 4 months and you still won't be able to beat it then. Because your mind, say your head, will still be rotating in the opposite way. No, I've got 3 dimensions, dog. You've only got a 2D beam. It's 1D at best. Wait, the other way. It's a 1D beam moving in a 2D plane. That's it. It's the rotations. That's what's screwing my dimensions up. Oh. Wait. Use your blue orb. I can't get any blue orbs. I don't have any. We ain't got none. You can definitely get some kind of headache medicine for that, because that ain't no pretty noise coming out of your cheeks. You know when I said we had enough health? I lied. But maybe it was only a white lie. The rare vertical mind swipe. I like it. Just do a count on the number of spins I do, and then subtract it from my original IQ. And you'll get my IQ by the end of this whole thing. And honestly, you're already starting at negative, so if you're not comfortable with subtracting minus from minus, just stop here, really. I need bloodlust. Feed me back some health. Oh, we can't do this. Now we're in a position to be doing this. You're about to give a short haircut to a tall lady, my dog. Some things are just wishing for death. This dude, yeah. We must be able to take advantage of this attack somehow. Because I ain't doing no damage to this guy. We should have saved all our magic fists for this. It's not even just a spin. It also like stretches the screen out. Oh. Ah. Ah. You know who it is? I've just realised. It's Escher again. He knew he couldn't sue me, well him and his heirs, so he just decided to quickly, remotely debug the game and find a way to break me. Let me tell you, Escher, you won't be able to do it. I study your work at school, and let me tell you, I got a C. So probably doesn't reflect very well on me, honestly, and doesn't reflect anything onto you. Well, it might reflect a lot onto you. You love making things do with reflections and mirrors. This man, this strong man. I made the crack about those guys from earlier, not ever seeing them in the gym, but this is a true non-gym man. Please explain. No. No. I won't. Okay, I will. He's so strong I never see him in the gym. What's up with that? No, nah, no, no, not happening. I ain't going through this all over again with the rapid spinning. Ain't gonna happen. Oh, oh, it's worth it. It's worth using all the health objects just to not have to spin my mind off again. It'd feel like if you're a Lego man and you're one of those horrible kids that just has to twist the head off. And then you can take the arms off and you can take the hands out of the arms. The horrible hook hands that Lego men have to have. Then you take his trousers off. Then you realise his trousers are actually his legs. He pulled his entire lower half off. It's a dangerous world being a Lego man. That is what one of the Lego movies could be. Like a really hardcore one. Ages 12A and up only. And it's just Lego men just getting ripped asunder. It's not cool to be fighting on top of rockets. What kind of award are they going for? Miss Isle 2017.
Welcome to Isla del Sol,
Kill me.
island of wealth and power.
That's how it translates though. That's a good compression amount you get on those words.
You've made it this far. That should be enough. You're back to your old self. This is where we finish what was started so long ago.
Yeah, suitably ambiguous, so it could be referring to herself being in a fight with Bayonetta or someone else. I like it.
Is also my enemy, be it witch or sage. The Lumen
Sagi.
Sages. They were our counterbalance as overseers. Between us, there was a law that was never to be broken. It stated that the
Stated
intersection of
never
light
cast
and
aspersions
dark will
on
bring calamity to this earth.
MC Escher, or you will feel the true extent of his surreal laws.
500 years ago, a child was born in clear violation of this tenet. That child was you.
And so, for the crime of being born, you will be punished, not your parents,
500 years
no
ago.
one else. Oh, I remember being born.
The disaster
I remember
this
being in the
caused
womb.
Sent the clans into a spiral of chaos.
I remember being the hint
It
in my
continues
father's
to be
eye.
felt to this day.
There's always someone who's going to one up you.
You, the half-breed of light and dark, are at the center of that chaos. Allowing you to continue to exist is a danger that cannot be accepted.
You see, I understand this, but how does it correlate with standing on top of 5 rockets?
When the eyes
I mean,
of
it's
the world
badass.
are within our grasp, the power of creation
See, if you just leave out the "are treasured" bit, so you sound a bit less like Gollum, I'd be more on your side.
The left eye.
Ah,
Our
treasured.
treasured left eye.
Ah, there we
will
go.
never fall
She's
into
right
the
back at
hands
it.
of another.
Ah, treasured
Bayonetta,
left
it is time that this
eye.
is brought to an end. That you are brought to an end.
That you.
You did it. It is our charge as witches to protect the treasures of the clan by any means necessary.
Don't you mean
even if it means
our
burning every inch
treasures?
of this island to a crisp.
She really is from the past. Interest is way antiquated. We use Kelvins now,
I'm
bitch.
really beginning to hate missiles. You know, I have no idea what the hell you girls got going on here. But you don't mind if I take this off your hands, do you? Get in, Cerecita.
Mommy.
I've got 2 barrels of stop right here. Why is she surprised that he got in some way hurt? He went off the top on a motorbike, top of a building. The fact that he didn't die by falling to the ground and something else happened to him, even if it was being hit by a missile, is astounding by itself. Oh, repeat boss fight. It's Virgil all over again. And I love Virgil. She'll never beat me. I know all of her moves. Just because you can, I think you can play as her, can't you? I've got some slight memory. Something's coming back to me. A past life, playing as Jean in a video game. Oh, camera angle. This bit though is seriously really good. What is down there? What's up with the 8-bit soundtrack in the background? Oh, okay. Oh, okay, okay. But there's only so many times I can say, oh, okay. And that number of times is 2. Such a small window on that. It's amazing. It's like a porthole. Oh, I was ready. And willing. I've played Final Battle of Ocarina of Time. I know how to play tennis with projectiles. Just watch me now. We gotta. Unavoidable. Oh. Whenever you're going on any means of transportation, always offer your friend a ride as well. It's just, you know, that's what friendship is. Riding the missile with her. Or as I should now call her, Miss Isle 2017. How do you like salami? Because now you're in one. No, you are one. G-Day? What's G-Day? Don't be throwing Australian salutations at me. I'm not ready for such language. Not until we become part of Australia in 2019. Which I welcome with open arms and beer cans and boomerangs and whatever else they like. Honestly, they're just good people. Look at my big sword. And fear ye. No, it's not fair. All I wanted was to cause you suffering. You're just being a big impasse, that's all you are. A big impasse. You know what I do to impasses? I fall down them. Because I don't know how to make a bridge, because my dad never taught me. We've got some kind of healing He's too excited. Just calming down. Restorative item. How's your tummy? My tummy's alright. Yeah. It's a solid 8 out of 10 on the tummy scale. Why? Alright. Does it want food in it? It always wants food in it. I would find it strange if a tummy just started to decide that instead of doing its job as a food house, it became like the brain of the body, or it tried to change jobs and be the ear. Well, one of the ears anyway. A liver could be another ear. Wait, you've only got one. Okay. Oh. She's a hard woman. Kill me! I knew it. I knew she was only doing it to help me. There was a small amount of health in there. It's over. What happens when you press a tummy button? Oh, what happens when you press a tummy button? Did you know that someone dies? Oh my god. You're referring, of course, to that awful film, The Box, where they tackle the age-old question of if there is... It's been around since the BC times. That's right, British Columbia, GMT minus 8 times. Being if there was a box that if you pressed the button on it, it killed one person and you would receive $1 million, would you do it? I didn't know that though. Yeah, thanks for telling me, honestly. Because I do make it a point every single day of my life to stick my pinky into someone's belly button. Just to see what happens. It's a scientific curiosity, honestly. Yeah, but can you stop? But you can't see? Also, I have a whip. What do you have, Jean? You've got white clothes. We all know what you did. We know it's not appropriate for you to be wearing white. She's got, like, my weapons. This is not fair. It's like she is acting the palette swap that she is. Oh. Oh. Look, come over here. We don't need to fight this way. Just fight me head on instead of sideways orthogonally on a wall. That's right, I said it. Orthogonal. It's a good word. It's a word you use when you're not really thinking that hard and you just want to sound slightly impressive. Oh god! Orthogonal! Orthogonal! I will never, ever beat this. Maybe I did! Hand crap! Ah. Ah. There are objects of utility to me over here. Thank you. Is the reason that there's a few scenes where these guys can stand on top of water? I mean, not like this, because we're standing here because the moon's out. That's the kind of logic we're using here. So we can walk on vertical surfaces. Surfaces, not circuses. Circus of values. But is the reason that we can walk on water sometimes because of that really... Oh god, focus. Oh, she's gonna kill me some way. Finish your thought later. Oh god. Oh, okay. I take it back. One slash, that's all it would have taken. Is the reason that sometimes the ladies in this game can walk on water because of that way that they... Well, not way. The thing they used to do was they used to put a lady in water that they suspected was a witch, and if she drowned, she was a human, but if she floated, she was a real witch lady. So witches float on top of water. So is that what they're referencing, or is it just like not thought about? It's like a Japanese made game, so I don't know if they have that kind of legend over there. It's a cool one. It's a great Catch-22 that was probably created before Catch-22 came out. Because either way, that lady is just screwed. Yeah, you go and eat, Beth. Go for it. I'm good. Not even a problem.
We fought for this stone, and because of it, everyone died.
Everybody dies. Da-na-na, da-na-na.
Brings back so many memories.
It says Jean 4 Bayonetta. It's next level romantic writing on tree struts. Booby.
For the wild ambition of a treacherous lumen sage who disrupted our age-old balance. Your path ends here.
I love this violin recital that's going on in the background.
Do not fear your fate. Stand, Theresa. In the innocence of our childhood.
And the questions of our childhood. Da-na-na-na-na-na.
Perhaps even my eyes were
Good old
clouded with
Kansas.
fear. We were. Do not fear your fate. Stand, Ceresa. Stand and open your eyes. For with every truth, there is another one to be seen.
Yo, someone better be paying for that. These are swank buildings.
Sean.
Yeah, I was thinking about those eyes. Whose are they?
Hey,
What was that? What was
is it
that
over?
show called?
What?
Chaos.
Not like you don't
No,
scare the shit
is
out
it
of me
Chaos
all
Head?
the time.
Yeah. I make it
Ceresa.
a point to
I
almost
don't know whether to
completely
shoot
delete
you or to
the
take you to
titles of
Vegas
bad
for good
media out of
luck,
my mind,
Cheshire.
but maybe I shouldn't.
Give me more credit than that. If you must know where L-U-K-A Luca is concerned, there's no such thing as luck. Only skill.
I don't think anyone has ever doubted how to spell that name.
You didn't expect me to trust bitches. I mean, witches, did you, Bayonetta?
You think bitches
How's the little one?
Out like a light.
is a spin-off from the
But
word
okay other than
witches?
What
I
about
almost
you?
feel like
You really
it
think I'm
definitely
gonna
is,
let myself be seen
because it's
in
either
public
from
with Luca
that
looking all beat up like that?
or from the name for a female dog.
I look
And it feels
dreadful,
like at
do
first
I?
you'd think
Huh?
that they
I have
are
to learn to
naming a
wipe
woman
that
after a
stupid
dog.
look
Well,
off your
anyone
face, or I'll
anyone can be
never
called a
let you
bitch
keep
nowadays.
chasing me
It's
around
just a
this
way
world.
harsher word. People
Got that?
name you anything. But
Luca?
you might think at first there's no way they
That's
could be
more
referring
like
to
it.
people as actual supernatural entities, but said slightly wrong. But witches were, I suppose, thought of as horrible people who might tend to hurt others, whereas a female dog, they're just nice. I wouldn't be offended if someone called me a Joey, unless my name was Chandler. That is a pair of people where you would never forget, you would never get like their names wrong, you would never accidentally call Joey Chandler and Chandler Joey. Their personalities are way too different. I'm just waiting for Lost in Space 2, The Hunt for Chandler, where Joey, the captain of the great ship in Lost in Space 1, searches through the ether for the great planet Chandler Bong. It's a great place where you can get any drug you want, and that's it. That's all you need for something to be great, really. Just give me a hit of that Chandler Bong. That's good. We got a serious amount of Halo. The map screen really reminds me of Yoshi's Woolly World, just because it looks quite cozy. It's no 75. It ain't no 75. That was a. It took me a while to figure out what you mean by it being 75, but yeah. Oh, this dude.
How much you ask?
Tonguey
I'm
horny
not
man.
putting a chainsaw on your arm. So what do you want?
75 being the highest score I've ever achieved in that little minigame. Yeah. That was pretty amazing. Did I save? No. Why would I ever save my game ever? I kind of feel like we go all out. Balls out. And anything that's green, we stick in our candy holes and rock. And like almost be a massive wuss about things and just, I could buy these and not spend any money, he says after exhausting 70% of his supply. In jokes! Yeah. It's an in-joke. It counts. I mean, it's definitely in. I don't know if it counts for the second part of the the thing. The saying. The phrase. Check it out. I'm conforming to the in-joke, thus cementing its place in the canon of my life. I'll cement you into the canon of my life. Wow. It's very nice, honestly. Starring in someone else's memoir would be an honour. You gotta reckon, 99% of people don't write a memoir. It's only those of us that are very rich, or
Mummy,
have some kind of interesting life story.
It looks
So you'd
like
reckon
someone's
that
expecting us.
a
Awfully
lot
nice
of
them to roll out the red carpet.
memoirs
Luca,
have got this attachment
you
in
need
our
to get
minds
one thing
to being
straight.
about very
Yeah,
interesting
I know.
subjects
I won't look after you,
and
so don't
about
screw
wild
up.
rides.
I got things
But if a normal man were to write about it,
Let's go.
wait,
Stay
can we
next to me,
zoom?
little one.
Oh, I thought I could zoom. Um, if normal dudes wrote about it, about themselves, that is, I think memoirs could get much more of a bad rap. They'd be less cherished. I don't want to say cherished,
Daddy.
but they always do quite well.
What?
Like a memoir or an autobiography, or just a plain old
Daddy?
Of course, Mummy.
regular biography.
Hear him?
You always see it at the front of
I'm coming.
bookstores and
And
things.
I'll bring Mummy with me.
They take up a like a sizable proportion.
This way, Mummy.
Little one!
I kind of now want to go on to my tirade about the prices of book, because something just broke, and people decided that books could go for way more
Bayonetta! Damn it!
for what's essentially a lot of paper. And you'd think like books are like the easiest thing to pirate. Way easier than anything else. All you need is for someone to painstakingly type in the contents of the entire book, then distribute it to someone for their pleasure, and then that's it. One person has got a copy, and then he's got to type it out for the next guy. And why? You're probably asking, yeah, why are they doing this really inefficient way? It's because like then you won't feel as bad about the fact that you're robbing someone. You've gone to an equal amount of work as they have, because all they've done is written words on a piece of paper. Then if you do it as well, then it's fine. It's like you've written the book. If I just wrote loads of words, at some point I'm going to write a masterpiece. It's the same old chimps writing, I don't know, Dame Edna Everidge's autobiography problem that you all know. That if enough chimps, enough typewriters wrote enough absolute crapola, they would write Dame Edna Everidge's Bible of memoirs. And the world would be a richer place. Like, that would be a real disappointment if they did manage to string along enough characters and words and phrases to actually create a book, but it turned out it was like Twilight or something. But Twilight is my favourite book of all time. There's no way a chimp or any kind of lower IQ'd species could ever write it. Well, I mean, have you looked at it already? Stephanie Meyer, more like... Now I've got to think really hard, because I'm casting Dispersion as an author, so I need to come up with something equally... well, not equally inspired, but as good as what she writes. Or greater. And it needs to be some kind of pun on her name. So I'm just going to say Stephanie Meyer, more like Stephanie Schmeier, because that's all it takes to be her. Because that's the secret of the internet nowadays. If you can't think of a joke, just do something meta. How long are you on for? I was kind of actually going for the end. So, like... half an hour? But maybe we just get to the end of this mission. Because if there is the happiness of one person based on the length of the stream, and I can bring a guaranteed amount of joy by ending it sooner, then that's not a problem. So maybe just at the end of this mission, because then we're pretty close. It seems to be set to do something via automation, but it's not operating at the moment. It's because God came down and he said, for the good of mankind, we should destroy automation. For they must always be suffering and in labour, and there must be no universal base income for... I don't know where I'm going with this, honestly. It's not enough to just say enough things that are topical. They need to be going somewhere, right? It's almost as cheap as just saying automation, blah blah, drama, blah blah, millennials. You can't, like, get away with that. Oh, you come back? Yeah, so you go and eat. Yeah, you go eat. That's fine. Let me know what you eat and what you think about what you eat. No, of course. No, it wasn't Mr. Smith in the writing room with the candlestick. It was Mr. Gold Gargoyle Man hiding inside the statue inside the overly large fortress living at the end of the game. Why, Mr. Inspector? How did you know all that? Well, I played Bayonetta. They just think they're so sneaky for hiding inside these, like, gargoyle stone men. Yeah, they were kind of pretty clever. I shouldn't really mock them, but I did. Nerves of steel, nerves of steel, nerves of steel. Oh. Let me ask you, have you tried torture? Have you seen Kinky Boots? Because I'm gonna give you Kinky Death. Books though, they are like 16, 17 pounds for like a hardback or something. And then like it'll be a paperback for £10. So that's maybe. And those are really rough values. I suppose in my mind what I'm getting at is like a 50% increase in price when you're paying for like a hardback. I don't understand the point. I know that it's got more. I don't want to say clout, but the idea being it's kind of more precious. It's not quite a first edition, but it's more valuable. But it's just like bits of cards that have made it slightly more. I don't know. Just different, really. What if the majority of them had card backs, and then maybe only 10% for paperback? And then would anyone fall for it and spend more for the one that was deemed rarer, even though with a card back it's kind of more durable, maybe? The premise is that the rarer an object is made, the more you can get away with charging for it. But you need to be really careful, because there's like a level of ridiculousness that people will not tolerate. Like, say you make 1,000 million books, and there's one of them that has a slightly tinted colour. No one's going to spend extra for that, because you like probably more see it as like a printing error. Oh, go on. You can pipe in on a discussion about books. You didn't need to break a building down just to make your point, though. That's a bit ridiculous, frankly. Especially against a woman who would be Panther. But then again, it depends on the person, because there are some people who would spend a certain amount for uniqueness. Oh. Not obviously at the level of something being slightly tinted, but maybe like a signature, which might even not be the original author's signature. Because there are books where it's like a signature, but it's just a copy of the signature. It's not like the artist has actually gone and, wow, has actually gone and signed it. I am coming on. I'm coming on to Yao. Oh, oh, life lessons. Aim, fire, climb out. Gotcha. Yeah, thanks for saving, so I can never view those controls again. Oh, you can hold it. You could have told me that in your little manual. Don't you wish that you had provided manuals like me? He looks like a big baby man with his big stupid baby arms, and he's not getting his little gummy, so he's just going to get blooped in the face like a big baby. You're telling me there's another health bar underneath that health bar? But this guy's already been beaten about 7 times. Oh, 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 get out! Eat the baby one. My dream is like the gleam of light in the eye of a dog about to go on a lovely walk, which I read as whack originally. Oh, oh, oh. I really appreciate the sentiment, but the thing is, like, Yeah, thank you very much. Oh! He attacked me with the morning daybreak. I do not remember this guy being this hard. It's not even that it's hard, it's like... It's just the fact that I'm taking maybe a minute to fight one enemy. Well, like 3 minutes. It's weird pacing. Yeah, I'm struggling correlating a gleam of a visible substance, a collection of photons, with the quality of a vocal sampling. I mean, I suppose we can hear sound, because sound is like, no. I'm sure we can hear light, like we can hear what light can be changed to, because light is like at a certain frequency like a TV signal or a radio signal, and that like the wiggles in the light can be turned into the wiggles in your ear, and we will have a really wiggly dance party to the light rays from the sun, and then the light rays from the moon. The moon. It was a simile, not a metaphor. I contend with that. I think it was actually a compliment. So F you, stranger danger. They call me babyface. That's what I'll do to win the race. It's made of liquid atmosphere. I think I feel it really near. What song am I even singing? It's something to do with dynamite. The time has come. The level of trash I have acquired through my system, coursing through my veins and bleeding in my eye core. It's because he makes these little earthquakes. No baby-headed man should be allowed. Thank you. There we go. Thanks for being such an angel delight. Thank you. I see that I've been called a bozo, by the way. I see you calling me a bozo. You do realise that that is like, in the clown culture, that's like their Jesus. It's highly offensive and insensitive to the beliefs of others. Even though those others are men who, for money, not even very much money, wear makeup and then sometimes like pretend to be crying in portraits. It's an interesting life. And I kind of feel like it's going to turn around on itself. So it used to be that clowns were kind of considered as being like these really happy things, and then like they got a bit creepy, and then the artists moved onto the scene and thought, wouldn't it be cool if we had this thing that's conventionally seen of as smiley be sad, so to show that even people who are paid to be happy can also acquire sadness. But then that's been going on for long enough too as well. So I think the next step will be having a clown who's being paid to cry for a painting, actually secretly smiling behind the scenes, maybe captured during a documentary, and they're doing it for long enough that someone can paint a portrait of that as well. And so it's like the rare double subversion. So do that. Get on it. Get on it like a colonic. Thank you for your time. Hi, I'm Lady Big Lady, and I'm just here to say my colour is grey. Consider going grey today. It's the way to be, and the way to not be. Some line stolen from William T. Shakespeare. Sometimes it's fun to just space out and not pick a specific direction to be talking in, and
Hey, check this out.
just see how many people you can just bore.
Heard that in the game once.
Did you? What are you buying? Could it be a Resident Evil 4 reference? I think it is. 3 per customer. But what if I were to happen to bring in some friends? And, you know, they each buy 3 and then they give them all to me at the end. It could be a hell of a day, Rodan. I love when you make yourself laugh. Yeah, it's like my fallback. If like a bit's not going anywhere, then like the lack of success is still funny to someone. It's a heart in a box. It's a heart in a box. Heart in a box. Grey lady, Lady Grey. Okay. Seems like somebody's been setting up a witch-like obstacle course. And I know just the frisky female who can get past this. That's right. Judge Judy. An executioner. Okay, let's do this. Let's rotate the board. It's like a Super Mario Galaxy level. Da na 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 na. I failed it. Da na 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 na. Da na 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 na. How's that coming down the mic? Pretty bad, I'm guessing. I don't have the crow power, that's my problem. Hell, hot damn, yes. I bet I can just make that jump normally, though. Anyway. Okay, that way. Don't you even. Do you not even. Not you even. Don't you even. I think that's every different permutation of those words I could muster while wasting my time on that platform. Yes! Our dreams have been flanced. Ned flanced. Oh, is this not the way? It could have fooled me. Definitely did fool me. We've got a couple few chests remaining to place in the game. Where do you think we should stick them? Oh, well, what does it contain to start with? Oh, just like a broken moon shard. Just put it completely out of the way where no one could possibly be looking for it, and requiring the player to probably lose all their progress in climbing up the tall tower. I was wrong! You can totally cheese it. And then to be subversive, just have a platform where like you can go but nothing happens. I was wrong again. It could be used for manipulation. Look at this like lady from above. So it's like an amount of angels flying away from the grey lady's haircut. Alternatively, they're all just about to all shit all over her. And they're going to funnel that poop towards her horrible grey hair using their weirdly drab robes. I mean, they put a lot of thought into it. It's Johnny Bawley! I like these enemies, they're my favourites. They're so like complex, but logically consistent. They remind me of me. On a good day. Today's not good because I'm not being logically consistent today. Did you hear that rant about hardcover books and then certain books with tints on them? I know what I did, I had to. I have to listen to the mouth that outputs all the strange rants. If there was some kind of transposition I could do to move these ears onto someone else's body, I would definitely go through it. How am I living such a life? Oh, that's how. I like the fingers, like the nail parts of the fingers. They've got like these weird thimbles on them. They always miss! The last one always misses the punt. It just seems painful. They're like there's three hands punching a ball in the middle simultaneously. And they're all in different directions. You just think they'd all get hurt. Okay. Drop the elevator, please. Oh, we've got to walk, have we? Okay. Towards this Nissan Skyline. Oh, look, God's here. Hi, Bob. Mr. Bob Ross. Bobbert. Could you move? Could you stop being such an obstructor, constructor? It's ever so slightly rude. Stop consuming my witch flesh and then to add insult to injury, deciding that I'm not tasty enough, then spitting me right back out again. It's not a kind gesture, and it's not very Christmassy. And I've got to say, it's the most important time of the year to be Christmassy, when you're 5 months away. But it's bad. It's like bad luck to even mention Christmas when you're not in the range. Oh, screw you. It's bad luck to say your name when you're close, because it implies that we have some kind of interest in you. Run! Panthers can't move this much faster than fire. There were conducted studies in the 1920s where hundreds of panthers' wild habitats were engaged in forest fires and they raced the panthers out. Smoosh, smoosh, smoosh. Boosh, boosh. Kloosh, kloosh. And finally, Donald Knuth, Donald Knuth. Who is Donald Knuth? Welcome to AOL. No, welcome to the endgame. You gotta admire, like, the spiraling nature. The fact that the entire round city is like Samus when she's curled up into a nice round spinny orb. Let's go. It's Finale Town. USA. Well, looky what we got here. It's Mr. Stoney. How you doing, Mr. Stoney? I greatly do not enjoy that voice. But you got to build these characters. You got to build these characters' voices. And there's going to be a few failures, and you're going to struggle, and people are going to laugh. They're going to get angry at you. But you just got to keep going with it. You got to persevere and persecute and steal a lady's purse. And then one day you'll get there. You'll make a stupid voice that everyone enjoys. And then the next day you'll forget about it and you'll never do anything with it. And that's life. And that's what's going to be in my memoir. And I'm going to sell it, and it's going to change the memoir market. They're going to say, this boy, he ruined all the memoirs. He skewed the statistics so badly, no one will buy them anymore because they run the risk of buying this one really bad memoir by accident. And they'll call me a schmuck, and I'll say, I don't give a fuck. And that's fine. I need to remember how far into the game we are. Because I need PP. You might need PP. Everyone can have PP. But it's whether or not we're allowed to do it. Because the stream demands. So, the Lemon Sage. The Lemon Sagi. Oh yes, she'll have the spaghetti now, I'll have the Lemon Sagi. Let's see. There's still like an amount of levels left. Like, oh, let's see. I think. Is there a chapter 17? There is. Yeah, there's still like an hour left, I think. So, yeah, okay. Let's save it. No! Fuck. The one time he forgets to save. We'll, fucker. It's fine. I mean, he definitely did remember to save many, many times. Let's just pay a nice visit to my sweet man,
Bring me enough of these
who
haters,
continues
and
to
we'll move back
not listen to my advice about doing his shoelaces up.
Be a bald space marine.
You could definitely
What can I do
go
for
for
you
being a bald
anyways?
space marine, Mr. Jet Black. You could go for it, day, noon, and night. Let's buy a red hot shit, and we are kind of stopped, I think. Yeah, that's good. Shoelaces are for wusses. No, I don't think any kind of safety is for wusses. The more ability you have for safety, the more dangerous encounters you can put yourself on. So, you're the wuss, and in fact, you're probably a few things worse than a wuss, including an idiot. So, yeah. Did you hear how much drool that you made me inflict upon you? Oh, yeah, it continues. The saving continues. Okay. Let's end this. So, next time, we'll put Father Jubileus to rest, and it'll be a nice time. It'll be a nice time. Have a lovely evening, morning, noon, or night. Whatever, I don't care. Have a good one. I'll later. Bye.